Get a let's set a bit light here so you can see my beautiful fat mug even better. So I've done this in about over a year. So so yeah, beautiful mustache. Let's curl it up a bit. I know I'm a fat ass, but it's fine. It's no big deal. There's no chops in my head. The only thing I have is beautiful mustache here. What's going on, Kirby? What's going on, Decepticon? We're just here chilling out. Can't really stream ever else, but got these glasses recently, so I now look like an old man, an old fat man, if you will. So eventually, I will be able to do more stuff, but yeah, I have been bored most of the time, so I decided to do another Ask Me Anything. So you can ask me anything in the chat right here, and I'll answer for you. You can ask me about YouTube. You can ask me what I think about stuff. How have I been? For the most part, I've been pretty good. I recently got accepted to college, which is fantastic. Took a while, and I've told you this many times before, Grid Max, but I am 24 years old. Started my YouTube back in 2013, not 2010, and I really I'm telling you right now, when I first started YouTube back in 2010, around November, I was not, as you say, the best YouTuber. And around when I started, I was not the greatest. So when people say my videos are great, you're doing a lot better than other people did about 10 years ago. Because if unless you had a Dazzle or a HD PVR, you really couldn't get anywhere on YouTube, make like screen capture videos. But now with like PS4, Xbox, and you can get a pretty decent, good quality clip of you doing a pretty good shot. Well, the reason why I wanted to start YouTube, that's a good question. Good, great, thanks, Garvey. The reason why I wanted to start YouTube was there are two people that really influenced me to do it. One of them was Kraken. I know I'll put it in the thing here so you guys can see, and you guys can look up if you want to. I'll answer that question after. First one is Kraken. And Kraken was a YouTuber that he uploaded more than me, and he uploaded on Xbox 360, which I had. And another YouTuber, I started watching his montages back in like I think late 2009, yeah, late 2008. I saw his first one of his first montages. And it's Teo. Used to go by Like X Peanut Butter, but now it's Teo. And those two people generally made it a lot interesting. I said, you know what? Is it really hard to get a YouTube channel? And I looked at the stuff. It's not that hard to do. And I originally was going to make it on my birthday on March 7th, but I forgot about it. And a few months later, I started my channel on November 18th and got everything set up. I got myself, funny enough, a flip video camera, which recorded I think at best 40p, 720p. I sit up on a table, just like I'll use this as an example, like kind of like this to set up like that, and I put it on the table, and it only recorded 30 minutes of footage, and I was not good at all at editing. So the video, it's kind of like the Left 4 Dead videos I used to watch as a kid, but the only thing I edited there was I think just text over this stuff, and I never made it fit. So if you hear me saying like, "My goodness, these dogs must be related," or anything that's really cringy, that's kind of harking back to my first video, which I still have on my channel today because it shows me how far I've come, and I'm not going to delete it unless YouTube, for some reason or other, says, "Hey, we're going to take this away." But I had that video saved just in case that happens. But going back to the question, why do you want to start doing YouTube? I wanted to make people laugh, and I made videos in the past, and I wanted to make gaming videos. And I originally was going to make my channel a montage channel where you see like phase, like all that stuff. But I wasn't really amazing at Call of Duty. I was good at Call of Duty, but I was not like Phase Clan good. But I just decided to make funny, and then I went for and my original username was xxmaxrampage XX, and I believe if I was still doing that kind of like making montages, I would sort of like take out the XX and XX because that's a little cringy, still is, and just have Max Rampage. But Max Rampage is so adorably cringy looking back on it. And then after a while, I went to Zerardo Gaming because I was like, I am tired of being Max Rampage. That's all this stuff. And in 2015, got to be part of a Call of Duty YouTube poop collab. So if you look up, and put in the thing here, YTP, all of, okay, my thing is very slow, but that's okay. You look up the YouTube poop Call of Duty collab, you can see one of the videos there's my first collaboration, and it got me a little bit of traction, but and not a lot. And after that, I started to just Eduardo, and I think 2016, yeah, I think 2016, 2017, I switched to Spriel because I was like, I gotta make myself a little different, and then going to memes, and I was originally gonna be a channel that posts just memes and meme compilations called Monday Memes, and I post them every week Monday, and then I decided to post them the first of Monday of every month, and then on the 25th one, it's hard to say, it was removed by YouTube for violent or repulsive content, and I now have a community guidelines warning, not a strike, a warning, and that effectively makes it so if I screw up, I get a strike right away instead of doing a warning, which sucks. And I'm trying to talk to YouTube about it, but I'm super small. I'm not small as some people. Like some people, like Intercepticon has 67 subs. I'm not super small, but I'm small enough that they're not going to look at my stuff and say like, okay, you're fine. But I decided, okay, heck with Monday memes. I'm going to do something else. And then I decided to see one of my other avenues, and I started going back to gaming. And I said, and then in 2020, when all this stuff came out, I can't really say it on camera because YouTube doesn't like the word. So I'm not going to say it. You know the stuff that's going on, the sickness. I'm just going to say that the sickness that happened last year. I decided to really go back and do. I decided to stream it again, try streaming, and I started doing like what's it called, like Spiro and randoms and Spiro and friends and just trying because I've seen a lot, and I got the idea. I'm not gonna say I'm the person who started everything. I'm not. The person I saw who started the idea was Tim the Tat Man, and who Tim the Tat Man is. I think everybody knows who Tim the Tat Man is. I'm probably as fat as him, probably even fatter. But he's had like him in randoms, and he joined games, Squatsville, and played with randoms. I kind of wish I started the idea a little bit earlier, but I started last year, like early 2020, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna see who I can find and do it. But regardless of what happened, it happened, and then like from 2019 from and fun fact, I'm gonna before I get to Intercepticon's question. Fun fact: the first in 2019, I was really discouraged about YouTube. To be honest, really discouraged because I was like, I got demonetized, not demonetized. The creator thing was from in I think 2017 or 2018. I'm not too sure which year. I think it was 2017. I just got myself monetized. I got the email saying like congratulations, you're just now monetized. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm finally monetized. And in my haste, I deleted probably I think 25 to 50% of my content because it was I say it was other people's work, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Redemption trailer, and I was like, "This is other people's work. I'm not gonna take credit for it. I'm not gonna monetize it." So I took it out. a lot of those videos out, and some videos were doing it fairly well, like 3,000 views, 2,000 views. I was like, "This is pretty good," and this was before Rutherford became on the top of it, but 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. I was like, "This is pretty good. I can get a little bit of money from this." But I took those out because I was scared that YouTube would see the content, they would take it out, and I was be stuck without a YouTube channel after like 7 years. And I said, "Okay, let me do something else." And I know I tell you this before I stuff to come, but I'm telling Kirby because he doesn't know, and whoever watches the stream later will find out the stuff that's going on. But in 2019, I was very discouraged, and I said, "You know what? I think I've had a good run. I think I've had a very good run with YouTube." So I went onto my phone, this lovely darling. But before this one was a 20, like it was an S8, and I went on free version and I compiled all my favorite moments from my channel and I put them together and called 9 years of garbage because I was like, meh, this is how it ends. It's this is a great way to end my channel by showing all the videos I loved a lot as a kid, all the way up to now. And then I think, yeah, and just a lot of stuff happened in 2019. I just said, you know what? I think I need to focus on other stuff, but I decided, let me do something else. But in 2020, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna try and something else, and I decided, hey, this will probably be pretty good for me. So started streaming. Started doing stuff, and then everybody knows all the stuff that's going on. And here I'm today with 843, I think, which I think is pretty crazy. Like, like 2 years ago, back in 2019, when I decided I was going to stop YouTube. The last video that I was going to release, how's it going, Bobcat? The last video I think I posted for 2019 was, yeah, it was I think like I'm gonna check right here. I apologize, but I'm gonna finish up the thing here. Give me 1 second because I don't want to be wrong with this because people can verify me, and I'm not gonna try to say the wrong answer here. So it's not gonna be that long. Don't worry. I just gotta check right here because it's. Let's see if I can find it here. Where is it? Okay. So yeah, I think that, yeah, the last one I did before the new year, I reposted the default dance route specialist. That was the last video I posted. I'm not gonna put in chat. Oh, and looks like one person decided, hey, your channel is not that great anyway, and I'm just laughing about this. I'm not a guy who's gonna be like, somebody unsubscribed. Nah, but someone decided, hey, I know you can't really see it, but 42, like, it'll happen eventually. I'm not going to get mad at people if they unsubscribe because everybody has their favorite channel, and I know I'm not the most famous guy here, so I'm not gonna take it as personal vendetta against you if you unsubscribe from me. You're fine. So the last edited it, like I posted a default day, and I was gonna have it set like in November, and I forgot I posted it. But the video that I really like, my video that I made and I posted was, let's see, the kid asks Santa for a gift, and let's see, Fortnite Battle Royale memorable moments. These were the couple last couple videos I posted, and I was like, okay, these are last few I have. But 9 years of Rio was like the swan song, and I just posted that. I said, okay, gonna post for the rest of the year, and then December 2020, that's it. But didn't do that. Okay, so we're back to normal. Okay, I don't care if people unsubscribe from me from talking about this, but okay. For now, we're going back to Intercepticon's question here. He is asking, "What is my favorite Subway combo?" That is a good question again. Thank you very much. So, my favorite Subway combo when I was a kid was a meatball marinara with, I think, on Italian urban cheese, and I liked it as a kid. As I grew up, I was like, "This is just too messy, and it makes my fat face look like I would just." scarfed down a bunch of ketchup packets, and I don't like that. So nowadays, my it's either the what's called sweet onion chicken teriyaki, or let's see, just like like a the steak and cheese. But I'm not really the biggest fan of Subway, believe it or not. So that's the answer to the question, and I like those with the either the jalapeno Miss Vicky's or the what's called oven baked barbecue lays. Anything else? Because oh, okay, Kirby has got to go. Nice, nice, and that's now down to one. All right, and then there was one. One's right. Then it was one. I wish I could do other stuff, but don't think I can. You should attempt average American clocking series. What do you mean by average American clocking series? The only thing I would like to do, and I'm not too sure right now with YouTube being the way it is, but I'd like to make an animation review channel, kind of like Saber Spark, but obviously I don't have his followers. Cooking. Oh, average American cooking. Average American clocking. Today we're going to be putting together a fancy clock just for you, Intercepticon. On the clock we have it's 12, 1, and it's 5. That's not really correct, so we had to fix this today. But I'm not going to do a cooking channel because I am not a good cook. I am not a cook in the slightest. I wish I was a cook, but I'm not. What's going on, Mythical Gaming? This is a question answer. You can ask me any question, YouTube, personal, anything, but I reserve the right to say that's a too personal question, and I can't really answer that because then YouTube would say, "What?" So you guys can ask me anything. I will answer it for you. And if this is pretty good, then I will. Oh, what's going on, Alistair? Welcome to the stream. You can ask him anything. We're just here chatting. And if I turn off my light right here, I look really horrible. But if I turn my light, I look horrible, but I look horrible in a pretty good way. But you can ask me anything, and I probably will start an American like a little series, but I got to get somebody to make a funny thing. But one thing I'm not going to do is I am definitely not going to do some like just do like food review. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, anybody have any questions? Anybody? Hmm. Thank you very much. I like the mustache too. It is very easy to make it nice. Thank you. I call these my old man glasses, and with the mustache, I look like a man who doesn't know time. So, and these are also pretty good gaming glasses because they have a blue light filter. So, it fits out perfectly. And if I was scared about people, then I would be just like, oh, don't look at my face. So, summertime Minecraft PvP, not really. I'm not a big like I play Minecraft very casually, and the only thing I know that in Minecraft in recent Minecraft news, the stream finally admitted that yes, he was cheating. I was like, I knew that, dude. Everybody knew that, except your extremely loyal fans. But that's all right. Yeah, mukbang. Okay. Today we're going to be eating Mr. Light here. All right. What? This question was already asked a little bit before. I'm gonna give you the very TLDR. The two people that I looked at them on like videos when I was a kid. Like my first video I saw was Pokemon Poop, or not Pokemon Spoof. I'm sorry, Pokemon Spoof was the first video I watched on YouTube. Couple years later, when I was, I think, yeah, 11 years old, trying to look up like zombies tutorials on YouTube. I came across Teo. I came across Kraken. Watched those guys a lot. I was like, these guys are cool. I'm gonna make my own YouTube channel, and so on and so forth. Here we are now. A guy who's a hell of a boss, has been hotel fan. Hey, here I am. So who's the best character and has been hotel? FD. You can't debate me because you can't debate what's factually correct. Nifty's the best. Angel Dust? No. But to me, I'm a guy who, and if I'm not part of the fandom, I'm not going to get onto your gut about being part of the fandom. Like Steven Universe, I like the characters, but I never really could get into it as much as other people. But more power to you if you like them. Yeah. What made it me to YouTube for 10 years? Trying, let's see, I think friends, and if there not a ton of my friends who say, no, and I'm not gonna, this is not a bad thing, okay? People have good intentions, and I am guilty of saying, like, hey, I'll do this, and then I completely forget about it. So made this channel mostly to entertain my friends and like my brother, but even through my brother and I at the start really did not get on eye to eye about a lot of things, and still don't to a lot. But to my church friends or my friends from school, like my co-op in school, I'd say like, "Hey, I have a YouTube channel. I post these gaming videos. You should check them out." There's like, "Yeah, well, I'll check it out. I like the videos. I'll comment on them." And my early work, there's a very little interactions with them, and it's very very little. So, and I'm not going to talk about that subject in Recepticon. And like only reason why is because YouTube doesn't really like that kind of talk. And if you want, and you can ask me that kind of stuff like on Twitter. I'm not angry at it, but I just can't really talk about that kind of stuff because this is not a channel for it, and I'm not that kind of type of guy who is invested in that kind of stuff. Invested in that kind of stuff. And I'd like some, but I don't feel a need to have one. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But finishing up with Wade Game's question, what motivated me mainly was basically trying to make make people laugh. And oh, all right, looks like Alistair is saying goodbye. So goodbye, Alistair. When I see it's like stay tuned, I just say like stay tuned for what? But so all right. So if I was in the Star Wars universe, what is my weapon of choice? Well, I'm I am not a really big fighter, and you can see from my belly, my face, I'm not a fighter. I look more like Jabba the Hutt than anything else. But if I had to choose a weapon of choice, I would have to say probably a like the Han Solo blaster because I'm not good at all. That's the that's the only thing, and I used to be invested fully into the Star Wars lore, but then this is not because of like the Force Awakens and all that stuff. I just sort of lost interest in the series as a whole. It's not a bad series by any means. It's a good series, but I'm just not fully into the Star Wars lore, if you can believe it. But that's fine. And I don't hate people who do it. Some people love Star Wars. I still think Mark Hamill was pretty cool. Rest in peace, character. I still love Harrison Ford. So, yeah. So, absolutely. Dude, my setup is very simple. I'm going to show you really quickly here. That's my keyboard and mouse. Okay. And this is my mouse right here. I use to pwn noobs. And this is my mat that I use with a little cushion so my wrist doesn't get hurt. because you know my wrist does get hurt when I'm always on the computer trying to pwn noobs and rise of nations. My setup's not great, dude. It's literally a laptop from 2016 that is a jack of all trades and master of none, a mouse that is a mouse, and a gel pad so I can do school without getting my wrist cramped because I got carpal tunnel once and like not again. So, and my setup in my living room is the same thing. It's a Dick's Sporting Goods chair. It's a console and chair. Okay, that I got this for $20. I got this for $15, and I got them on deal. So this was $15 and this was 15, $30, which doesn't seem like a bunch to some people. I'm not, and my light is like a multi-form light. Like I have like pins and stuff inside it. It's nothing special. This is like I had thrift store mouse for a lot of years, but I was in Office Depot, trying to get myself a charger. Which, funny enough, this is the wrong charger for my phone. I was like, dang it! But most of the stuff I get are from thrift stores. I still have a like what's it called, something or another, but I don't have a bunch of stuff. I just find deals and I go to get the deals, and when I see a deal, I go get it. Like this was my graduation gift. I asked for a PC laptop because I wanted to do gaming videos on stuff, but then I found out it's a jack of all trades and master of none. I can run some games good, like Half-Life 2 on low graphics, pretty good. Rise of Nations, that runs pretty smoothly. Unfortunately, any new games like say like Call of Duty World War, which is very taxing, no, can't. So the main thing I can do here is I can edit a little bit of some stuff on YouTube, and I can live stream on YouTube if I want to, but I can't really do anything taxing. And I try to like do a goodness gracious, I have a double chin. I'm gonna get rid of this soon, sooner rather than later. Hold me on this because this is a double chin right here. Don't like it. I'd look like Teddy Roosevelt if he ate somebody. Okay, but gotta get this going. I don't hate the fat, but when you're the only person with the fat, it kind of makes you want to get rid of it. So yeah, This is gonna go away. My arm flab gonna go away. Now I can show my stomach on a stream. I'm not a streamer like that, but so you can. I really don't mind when people. It's just something I got to get rid of, and I've just put it off. And so starting, I think yeah, starting tomorrow, I'm going to not be like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. They got that kind of stuff. I just got to get myself how to standard, and I'm gonna be posting stuff on it. So I'm not gonna be talking about that dude, Joseph James. I don't know about that situation, and all you get, I'm gonna give you the three rules I have when you're dealing with annoying people. Okay, because I really don't talk about that kind of stuff. So here are the three things you should do, and if you're still doing it, then go talk to the cops and like, hey, this is going on, please. So step one, ignore them when they're trying to preach you about that stuff. Just ignore them. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it too much. I'm not morbidly obese. Like I'm not that, but I gotta lose the weight, and I'm going to get into college. I want to look my senior pictures in college. I don't want this. I don't. I don't. I want to look like Freddie Mercury more than I want to look like this. But the three rules here: ignore them. If they're still trying to bug you, and they're still bugging you to no end, and you can't stop them, and you want to do the bad thing, It's like what vegetable is best, and if they say like their least favorite vegetable is this, like, hey, that's my favorite vegetable. Can you make that for me, please? And number three, be kind to them because you never know what's going on, and if they're trying to be trolls, with I think Joseph is doing, maybe I don't know, just compliment them. I like veganism. Cool, dude. More power to you. I'm more of a meatitarian, my friend. Singular Intercepticon. So, what games are you playing on this channel? Well, currently I can't play anything on the laptop, but I think on my main account, like back in the living room that away, I think what I like to do is probably do Resident Evil. To be fully honest, is Resident Evil probably 4, probably 5. I'm just kidding. Yeah, probably 5, 6 maybe, but depends on what people want to see. I don't want to do something that and get like just get scared my own wits in and just I'm all alone and talk to myself, and then I suddenly hear in the computer voice, I'm like, "Hey," I'm like, "Oh." Yeah, that you should do that. Like, it's usually like, dude, I love me some, but like, like if your favorite vegetables, and that, and just be kind to people. It's not hard to be, and even through, and like some, like to me, I'm gonna give it like an example here. Okay, so I have some friends who love football. I can't stand football. I don't find the I don't have know the basic stuff about like stuff like football. I don't like football at all. But I said, hey, these people like the game. Some are tolerated. I'm gonna find out what team is best and or what team I like. It doesn't need to be the most amazing team like the what's it called, like Cowboys or Redskins or any sort of team. You can say like I like this and go on your day. I'm not gonna get people, and some people are gonna say like, "Hey, that's my least favorite team." I'm like, just it's my favorite team, and find one person, so like the quarterback is the main one. If you want to get that technical, like Cam Newton is my favorite quarterback because blah blah blah. He throws pretty good. I don't like football at all, but just be kind to the people. Be kind. It's not hard to be, but and I'm showing you guys right now, like I'm not view botting this at all. Yeah, I'm not going through any hardships, thankfully, right now. But when people, and I've helped people through stuff, and I think the hardest thing for me was back in 2019 when my best friend passed away. That was the hardest thing for me, and the hardest thing for me was the lack of people reaching out. And but when that's the biggest thing that happened, I really couldn't say like, "Hey, this is going on." Nobody really, and this is a real thing. Nobody really reached out to me and said like, "Hey, are you okay, dude?" And this before I knew like Mythical and or like Intercept has probably been sub, but I really don't talk about this kind of stuff publicly. But it's something that I don't want to talk about that much because it doesn't need to be talked about that much because it's something that is personal to me. But when my best friend passed away, there's nothing I could do about it. It was he just went to bed and never woke up. I'm gonna put it that went to bed, never woke up, and I was told the next day. And my first thought was, "You're lying to me. You're lying to me right now." Because I've known this guy for 10 years, and he's pulled pranks, not like to this degree, but he's pulled pranks, and I was like, he's probably pulling another prank. I can't, and I was, and it's in looking back, I was like, this is denial. Like I was denying it. I was like, you're lying to me. He- He's 23 years old. He's not dead. And sure enough, he was. And he was my best friend throughout my I think what's it called? Yeah, last couple years, like middle school and all of high school. I've known and couple years of and year and a half of college. I've known this guy like junior college. I've known this guy, and we were the best of friends. We hung out together. We went to see Host Transylvania 2 with another friend of ours, and we enjoyed each other's company. And he always helped me, support me. He told me what I should do with my channel. He gave me advice and told me what I should do. And I was very, very excited. And now, like nowadays, when I hit a number or when I do something, I'm like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna tell my friend." Wait, can't. So I decided every now and then, not regularly, but every now and then, I go to the cemetery and I just say like, "Hey, dude, this is what's going on right now. Wish you're here to see it because wish you're here to see it, man." And yeah, it really does suck when your best friend uh, just ceases to be, and there's nothing that prepares you for it. That's the main thing. Like, I know I'm being very heartfelt now, but nothing prepares you for like a loved one just meeting the void, basically. And regardless of where you stand on religion, I just really, I just hope you guys really value like your friendships, that you're like your parent. Like if unless your parents are diabolical and they're doing harm to you, then I can see it differently. But hold your friends and your family close because you never know when day will be the last. Like the last time I contacted this friend of mine was back on his birthday, and I said, "Hey man, happy birthday!" He said, "Thanks, man." And that and what's crazy is that day I was going to go. And it's like, "Hey, you dude, want to hang out tonight? I'm free tonight." And when that happened, like 2019 went from like to be a pretty good year to this year is just horrible. And I lost most, if not all, my motivation to do anything. And I go from there through the steps. And my biggest regret is not telling people that, hey, I'm going through some stuff right now. Can you guys help me? I didn't ask for help, and I let myself get consumed by the thought, like this, like bad thoughts about like and regret that I never tried to get to do more stuff with him before he went. And just I know I'm being a little heartfelt here, but there's a lot of baggage I have, and I'm just letting you have like a little piece of paper saying like, "Hey, this is something that happened, and yeah, it sucks." And but I've moved on mostly. There's still a couple things I do just to think about the life he led. And like around his birthday, I get like a red velvet cupcake, and let's see, I think like like a nose. I think no, yeah, it was a low carb monster and a like a those little mini red velvet cupcakes. He liked his with cream cheese. I can't find one with cream cheese, and I'm not gonna go ask his mother for the cupcakes with cream cheese because that's a little much. But I get a red velvet cupcake. I go get like a low carb monster, and I go and just sit down in a parking lot or the cemetery and just talk to him about what happened that year, like 2019, and then like 2020, and I'm gonna do it again this year because it's something that brings me solace. And just it might be a little weird to some people that this guy is here just talking to his friend. He's no longer there, and it's been years, but it's something I feel that I owe him, and because he's been part of my life, and I don't know what else to do. And I know I'm being like a little bit heartfelt here, but tell myself every day and this is not about him. But I'm saying like this is what I try to do is be kind to everybody. There might be, yeah, there of course There will be people that will annoy you. There will be people that annoy you, and I might be that person that annoys you. There might be other people you get you get annoyed by, but those people, most more often than not, they're not going to define your life. The people that define your life, or the people that come to you, and people that like Steve Irwin, for example. My guy that I look up to is Fred Rogers, because that dude really embodied for me being kind and being empathetic to other people. And when I talk about him, some people know who Fred Rogers was, some people don't, and that's okay. But I decided, hey, these people, regardless of their opinion, they're still human, and I'm human as well. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm going to muddle up. I'm going to sometimes fall on my face. But I'm gonna look out, and and if I need help, I'm not gonna try to throw away help and say like, don't worry about me. If I need help, I go for help. I'm gonna ask for help. And the biggest thing I can tell you is, don't be disingenuous to yourself. If you're holding stuff back, then don't let let it out. And sure, people will get mad at what the state of the thing those things are for so and so. For example, like the current state of games, there's people that think that the PlayStation 5 is better, or the Xbox One X, like Xbox One Series X, Xbox Series X is the best, or the PC is the best, or the Nintendo Switch is the best, and there's nothing you can do to convince them otherwise. Sorry, but the thing you should know is people have a preference for things, and you can have a preference for things. Like, I prefer things this way. That's all well and good. The thing that you should know is that it's not the what is like. You just, if you have a favorite, then you have a favorite. But don't go around and say like, "Hey, this is the best," and anyone who thinks otherwise is horrible people. No, they're not horrible people. People have their favorite things, and I have my favorite things. Like, I prefer PlayStation over Xbox. I played both. I kind of like the user friendliness of the PlayStation, and more of a single player guy than multiplayer. And to me, I think Xbox has hit it out of the park when it comes to delivering something that's like the general public can like a lot. It's a little, it's I think just as cheap and a little bit cheaper to get Xbox One or Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S than it is to get a PlayStation. The and the I think the what's called Nintendo Switch. It's a great console. It looks like a lot of fun to get, but it doesn't have like it has some games I want to play, but it doesn't motivate me to go buy one, like 300, like drop $300 to buy one game or like two games. It's like, hey, I made a good purchase. No, I'll wait for it to be a little bit less before I buy it. PlayStation 5, I know everybody's raving about that, trying to get the next one. I'm gonna try to it, and maybe eventually I'll get it. I was a little late to getting the what's called PlayStation 5. I got in myself one in February 2015, and the console's almost been out for like over a year and a half. Around same time I got it, Retro 3 came out. Everybody loved the Retro 3, but to me, if you have a preference, then you have a preference. Like, people have favorite YouTubers, for example. Like, I can't stand for the life of me ASMR channels. Can't. They're just they're not my favorite thing to watch. They're not my favorite thing to listen to. And the only person that I can stand to do that kind of thing is Oleg Nikolaev. Oleg Nikolaev is a guy with, I think, around 2,000, 3,000 subs. Not huge, but he doesn't go overboard. He does a mukbang, but he talks about what's going on with his life, and he yeah, you can hear them slurping noodles because that's what. they do over there. I think in Ukraine or Russia, I'm not too sure, but he is somebody who talks about what's going on with his life, and he's or talks about something that interests him. He's not somebody who goes fully overboard with the effects, like Nikocado Avocado, for example. Like, jeez. But ASMR channels to me, I just don't like to watch. And some people love them. I don't know why, but I'm not going to make somebody not watch it because I don't understand it. Because people have their favorite things, and I like kind of like what's it called, like true crime. So I watch like documentaries about it, or that chapter. That's a great channel if you want to like do something on the treadmill for a couple minutes. That chapter is pretty good if you want to do some true crime stories and under a third, like 30, like an hour, 30 minutes, somewhere on there. Some people like gaming, like and even more like gaming. You have your favorite YouTubers, like my top five, like in my hand, and like no order here. Tego, call me Kevin. Let's see, to Daniel from RT Game. What's it called here? I Marksman, who is still is probably one my favorite Call of Duty streamer to watch because he is still a lot of fun to go in and watch and have fun with. And the last one is what is it called here? I used to watch this guy a lot. Doody 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 doo. I think he is what is it called? Yeah, I still like watching what's called. It's a split between Speedy W3 and what's it called Vanos. And I think everybody knows who Vanos is. He is mega popular, and I'm not going to talk about the stuff that's going on with Wrecker and H2 Delirious. I'm not a commentary channel. I'm not going to give you the scoop about what's going on. Everybody, all the commentaries channels have that covered, and I'm gonna give you my favorite YouTuber from each of the categories I watch. Okay, so for commentary videos, I think it is best from me. I it's either I try not to get bored. I watch it because I just need to be informed what's going on in the YouTube state. I do not watch Drama Alert. I think the main person I watch for commentary is Kavos. I think that's how I pronounce his name, but I could be completely wrong. Number two, and let's see, for gaming, I watch Teo, of course. If anybody who knows me knows I like Teo the most. I was a fanboy of his for many, many years. Still like him a lot, but I don't have an obsession with him. If I had an obsession with him, I'll be wearing like Teo merch and a Teo hat and the only thing I have that Teo endorsed is Corsair because Corsair is pretty good. Let's see, my favorite, let's see, Call of Duty YouTuber is my Marksman. I don't watch him as much. I used to watch a ton of him in Black Ops 2, Fortnite a little bit, and I still watch him fairly regularly playing. Let's see, let's see, what is it called here? I also like what's it called? Frog Skeletor Joel. I think people know who he is. If no, Fine Sauce Joel, because I just the dude just makes me crack up, and I used to watch him a lot when I was just eating dinner. I was like this dude is freaking hilarious. Like saying like it looks like you ordered like something like C4 or like or it looks like your C4 or something like your pizza's for C4 or something. I'm not too sure, completely sure, but music do that on Amazon Music, so that's I don't only watch music stuff. Let's see here. Movie review, animated reviews. I think Saber Spar. He's the top guy I can think about on the top of my head. We have let's see, Art Nick. Let's see, Nintendo. There's a lot of YouTubers I watch. I'm gonna go through some of the people I watch. I do apologize again for doing this, but I'm just going through here and just talking about some stuff here. So, so we're gonna go here. So let me go to descriptions here, and I'm not gonna go through all of them. So we have like 24 frames of Nick, for example, a jolly being very like he had to change up his username because YouTube was like, yeah, that's not very good, buddy. So here's it films. If you're like me and like this guy has been in YouTube for a long time, I've watched his stuff. I still watch his stuff. Let's see, a dose of Buckley. Wish he still made videos. Alex Pre 88888, pretty good. Alpha J Show. Let's see, I still have the goose. I could go get it, but I'm not going to go get it. Let's see, Andre Turbia. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Dude. Let's see, Angry Joe Show. Because hey, I used to watch that when I was a kid. Arlo's pretty good. Let's see here. Atomic Shrimp is something I found a couple years ago, and I still watch to this day. I'm not giving you all of them because I'm just giving you the ones that I think people would like, and if they don't like it, that's okay. Let's see. Basically, let's see. Bed Bananas. He doesn't really upload that much, I think. Berwurst, Willem, Biographics, BK4, one of my favorites. Let's see here. Booty Club KC, found him during Fortnite, but he doesn't upload too terribly much. Brock Baker, Brutal News. He's a guy that I saw go from like making gaming videos to making food review, and he does so impeccably amazing that I'm like, how in the world is this guy doing? Cat Icarus, he's my favorite PlayStation like guy who plays PlayStation just like me, but Call Me Kevin, one of my favorites of all time because I started watching in 2010, I still watching to this day, but Speedy still has a slight edge because I think 2011, 2010, not too sure what year. I'm gonna try. I wish I could find this tweet again, but I told like he was saying like top 10 top YouTubers, and I said top favorite YouTuber of all time, Speedy W3, and he responded back to me with hearts, and that's the first YouTuber that I used to watch, and I got a response back, and I was like, I am in. Let's see here, stream archives. Let's see here. Boop. Chadtronics pretty good. Do, 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 do. What's it called here? Color Shed Productions. Chris Sushi, he does not upload too much. Kraken 2. Let's see, CS188. Classic. Cynic Snacks. Very good. CZ's World. Daft Pinna. Nogla. Danny Gonzalez. Do, do. That's bullshit. Let's see here. Do, do, do. Let's see. I used to watch him a lot when I first starting out. Doug Miro, I watch him every now and then. Drew Gooden, David Lynch, Driven Car Reviews with Tom Volk, great guy, absolutely fantastic. And if you're just joining me now, I'm now just talking about my favorite YouTubers. So do apologize if you don't want me to go through my favorite YouTubers, but I like it. Drive Tried, Durham Rockers, Easy Speezy is a guy I found like earlier this year, and I like it a lot. Edge World, even through the quality has gone like a little bit down, but it's still pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see here. Elite Gamer Man, Intercepticon, of course, but we're not there yet. Let's see. Even more tail. First we feast. Hey, Fortnite's live right now. Let's see here. Fudgy is okay. He's like I don't watch them too much anymore. Game Weasel, I used to watch those for YouTube reviews. Let's see here. GG Dwayne, even through just G Man Lives. I watch him for his gaming stuff mostly. Grande. Greg's Kitchen, I still say like, hey, it's Grego. Gus Johnson is a funny man. See, Harry Partridge is pretty good if you guys want just good animation. Hot Diggity Demon, I used to watch him religiously back in the mid 2010s. Ice Cream Sandwich is a user like animation guy. Think about I Am Marksman, I Nabbler, Intercepticon. There he is. Point three. Let's see here. Jablinski. Like that dude a lot. James Ski. And I'm getting watching me just name up YouTubers. Let's see, Jesus Christ here. Jimmy Carr is pretty good. Jim W. Films seems to not watch that not a lot. Let's see, June the King. Support that dude, please. More than the other guy, but let's see. Jay Schlott is pretty good. J Stu Studios is good comedy. They're making fun of each other and they're not trying to annoy people continuously, which I think is pretty good. Katsune is one of my favorite animation YouTubers. Kari Yobst, Kamikaze Games is Come Chick is pretty good. Killing Experience, I watch this guy a lot, but he and his stuff is quality, but he doesn't post a ton. So every time I see it, I'm like, finally, some good quality garbage, just like me. So a guy used to watch a ton of like like these guys like were my jam back from 2000 I think 2008 to 2011. I dropped off a little bit. I think yeah, Kill Pixum. One of my favorite YouTubers, Kitty0706. He was one of my I was gonna be like Gears Mod videos, but I was horrible at it, so I never made Gears Mod videos. But he was a guy who made Gears Mod videos that were amazing. Kuru, HS, like Elmo, like Fabriga, like Laser Beam, even through my opinion of him has gone because he kind of took one of my videos, made it his own, and then somehow has over 20 million views, and me, not even close. But I don't hold him to. I'm not going to get mad at him for that. Let's see here. Ellis Mark is pretty good. Do 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 do. Markiplier, Murder 13. We're getting to the M's here. Matthew Centuro, he doesn't really post too much anymore. Mead Canyon. Memeless, No Jesus Rocks. Rock on, dude. Malcolm Musiel. Microwave Society. Underrated. Monty Carmods. I love Moog. Let's see here. Mr. Mild. Even though I thought this guy would be so amazing, like doing SFM work, it's the main video I remember is like redoing the audio for like Left 4 Dead. Modest Pelican is pretty good. Mr. JOY, support that dude. Mr. Beat, yeah, of course, Mr. Beast. I don't watch him like I don't have buy tons. I don't buy his merch, but he's still pretty decent. Gonna go back to the M's here, the M's here. I'm gonna finish the stream in a little bit. Neutral Drop is great. Nerd City, Nathaniel Brandy. Ba-doop-ba-doop. Let's see here. Gonna go quickly here. Yeah, that's pretty much like Philips Solo TV, finally Pixar, playing Rock 124, Pro Jared, Peanut Butter Gamer, Quackity. Let's see here, really quickly here. Robo Taxi, Regular Cars Review Tech USA. Let's see here, RT Game, of course, Subkai, of course, Sorter's Corner, of course, Safriless Productions. Gonna go quickly here. Scott DeVos, of course. Do. Simple Flip, Simpo, S. Johnson, Soda Poppin, Soda TV, Spacing Nudibus, my favorite YouTubers of all time, CW3, Okay, Steve Fossmaster, Subdom. Oh, what's up, Mr. J? I was just talking about you. We're talking about my favorite YouTubers, man. What's up? That chapter. Let's see here. The Completionist, the Game Theorist, the Gravel Institute is pretty good. The Iceberg, Living Tombstone, Library of Old Car Ads because I like that guy. The Right Opinion, Try Guys because I like garbage just like me. If you guys don't know, you guys got to support Mr. JOY. He has a creator code. I don't. When I get creator code, then I'm gonna plug mine. But until then, put in Mr. J. Like I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right. He can put it in the chat if he wants to. I'm gonna pin it. It was the 843, dude. So if you got to support Mr. JOY, got to support him. He makes much better Fortnite videos than I will ever hope to be. So go support that dude. So now we're now in the hour game, but we're just here talking about things here. I was a little heartfelt in the 40-minute range, but I decided, hey, let's just out see. And my growth is crazy, mainly because I promoted one of my videos. I think that's the main reason why it's doing that well. And I think eventually, I think July. I could be wrong. Probably July or August at the latest. I'll probably be at 1,000, but we'll see. But your growth is also pretty crazy, dude. Like I remember, like we were both like I think you were at 70, and I was at I think around 200, and then next time I knew you were like 800. I'm like, okay, and then check again, 1,300. Like, great. I'm not getting mad at you for. I don't think all these subs are from the promoted videos. Some of the subs are from the giveaway that I have every month, like since February. It's like February, March, April, and this month, May. 4 consecutive months of me going from 400 to 800. So if everything is going according to it, then in June it will probably be what's it called? The fifth month. Yeah. Let's see, February, April, like February, March, April, May, June, which is next month. I probably will hit 900 next month, and then in July, 6 months. So I have something planned for that. But when I hit 1,000, this will be crazy. I've hit the 4,000 hours rush time, so that's done. But the only thing that's left to do is the 1,000 thing. But I think some of the subs are getting sent in from the the promoted video, which is the Call of Duty tribute, and some of the subs are from the video that is 800 giveaway open. But I'm not really too sure. But regardless, I'm happy where I'm at, and I don't really care like as much as some other people about like 1,000 subs and like 40 views or something. That's okay because I was like I grinded my way from nothing to something, so I'm not gonna get mad at it. It is fairly good, but I'm not going to get mad at people for unsubscribing or liking. It's people have their thing, and I'm not going to buddle on that parade. I am fairly excited for it, but I'm not sure when it will happen. I know it will happen soon, and I'm not going to make it so that people have to subscribe to view my content or have to be a member of my stuff. If they want to, that's fine. I'm not going. It's just to me, it's unbelievable though because when I first started back, I think yeah, back in 2010, I thought I'd just have eight or like 12 subs because like my core friends would watch my stuff. My core friends barely watch my stuff, so that's okay. That's okay. And then they're gonna like rush back. It's like, hey, can you shout me out? Shout yourself out, dude. If you're going to self promote on my channel, then go right ahead. But you're not gonna get like millions and millions of people. And I think the reason why I'm getting I'm getting this up right now is because that video I made it nostalgic, and I'm not forcing people to like at the end of the video. I'm not saying like this video or blah this is gonna happen. I made the video because I was like, there's it's been I think yeah, what's it called? Like 10 years when I first started Call of Duty back in 2000, like what is it called? It's been over 10 years, but I just promoted the video because I was like, this video is great, but I don't have the audience of other people that do. Like if this was like say like a Merc music video or Call of Duty itself, it would get a lot of traction. But I was like, I'm tiny compared to these guys, so I gotta promote this video a little bit. So I promote the video. I'm not spending $3 million on a video on the video. It's I think that in probably in the hundreds, probably, but I'm not directly sure. But I'm not somebody. I don't really care about money anymore. Like I like money, but gonna I'm not craving it, and I'm not going to stop promoting the video because when I hit 1,000, I'm gonna probably start promoting it when a famous YouTuber like Jack Frags or somebody finds the yeah. Well, some people hate ads because most ads are annoying, and I decided to make my ad the least annoying as possible. And it's like a literal trailer for a Call of Duty game, which goes from the first Call of Duty back in 2003 to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Put them all together. Put in moments like these are like I took these from the trailers themselves or like the intro, and I put them together, spliced them in using the old trusty dusty phone, not my computer, my phone, and put them in together. I said, if this does not do well, I said, I'm gonna have my budget here, and if it does well, then I'm gonna continue to promote it. And I was like, okay, it's been promoted, and it could have gone either way. For example, like I did promote for a little bit, promote my 10 years of Frio, and I thought it was a good video. It has famous people like Voice of Repeat, Memeless, Eager Raptor, those kind of people. But it was too long and people just were not interested. So I took that off from Motion because and I didn't spend too much on it. Yeah, I'm not like Mr. Beast. I'm not swimming no wealth. So I said I'm gonna focus the money that I was gonna promote the 10 years of Frio for 2020 to 2021 before I did the 11 years of Frio. I took half the money I was gonna spend on that, put into put the rest of the money into like I was paying like I think $3 a day into what's it called the algorithm, and I put $6 in there, and $6 probably seems like a lot, and some people can do that, but put in I think $6 and I started promoting it, and it stopped promoting in May, and I decided, hey, I'm going to continue to promote this until the day that a YouTuber with a million subscribers comments on it or I see a reaction video to it. I've not seen a reaction to video yet, and I don't care if people react to it. I would absolutely be floored if people like watch the video and then get a reaction to it. I would be fine with that. I don't want people to go. I'm gonna give an example here. Like they have this and this, like see this is the screen, and they're showing the Call of Duty video, and they're like this. They're not reacting to it at all. I don't want that. If they're reacting to it and they're telling me like this is great because A or this is bad because A, I don't care about that. I would love that. Give me a little bit more exposure to it because I like this is a video that I spent a good month on because I was trying to get together the clips, and originally it was going to have be shorter and how you say it was going to be very short, very sweet, and it was going to be looking forward to the next generation of console. But I decided, hey, I'm gonna do something a little nostalgic because I think a lot of people loved Call of Duty, and here's around that time that Call of Duty was a little bit like just having a resurgence. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put this in, and I used the Call of Duty Ghost the trailer footage for it, and I really wish that I had had the reach around, like I'm not gonna say like a ton of people, like 250,000 subscribers, and they watched it and they asked for more stuff. Like I love interacting with comments, good, bad, I don't care. And I decided, hey, this is pretty good. I'm going to make a Halo tribute, and then I made a Halo tribute. People like that. I like the stuff in there. It was very good. Then and I made like Modern Warfare, like just Modern Warfare, and then I made a Modern Warfare trilogy tribute, like which came up as like the first, second, and third Modern Warfare. And I'm doing this all on a phone. I don't have this like jailbroken and like I can do amazing edits with it. It's very simple for what it is. And I tried to do it on my computer, but it just didn't work. It was too slow and too buggy. And then recently I finished a Battlefield tribute, which is going to it's going to come out. I'm gonna when Battlefield finally. I'm not gonna say it's going to happen now. When it finally and it like it puts in the what's it called? Like it releases the trailer for Battlefield 6. I'm going to release the Battlefield series tribute, which is all the battlefields, the mainline battlefields like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, Battlefield 3. That's Battlefield Bad Company. Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, and Battlefield 5. As a Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, Battlefield Hardline. Let's do that again. Battlefield 1942, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 1, as a Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. Okay, 10 battlefields. And I put them all in. And I'm really impressed with this one, but I have no idea if it's going to do as well or worse because it's not gonna be promoted. I probably will promote it. I'll probably take off a couple dollars and put them in there and see if people like that as well. But I really, really do like the response it got, and I really wish that I would love for a big YouTuber to or like Jack Frags to see the Battlefield tribute and then expose his audience to it. I don't mind a little bit of exposure because I'm not getting paid at all. I would love even like Dice to send an email saying like, "Hey, we love your stuff. You want to come work for us?" That would be insane. Owlings. I've not got an email from Activision saying take it down or any response from Activision. I would love like like or like Jason West and Vince Zampella, the guys who originally made Call of Duty, to look at the Call of Duty tribute and say like, "Dude, this is great. You want to work for us? I would love to work like in audio or like script writing. I would love to do any of that stuff." But currently, I don't have that reach, and I'm gonna check my email just to see if it would be funny if I got an email from that like the main guys out there. And let's see here, putting the email here. I'm gonna put it in here. So, and I had to shorten down the video of like the both the video because unfortunately this is not a bad thing. Unfortunately, the video is so too long that I couldn't put in the end screen like the titles for like the videos I wanted to put in there. So my end screen had to be shortened down. So it starts out as all is all going to spoil for you guys. It starts how it ends. So I'm gonna look right here. So let's see here. I'm just looking really quickly here. primary. Let's see here. Call of Duty. So I have Call of Duty Google Plus, which is now I want. So the only thing I have like is like a Call of Duty thing here. Let's see if anything from Activision. Ask me to take it down. So December 15th here. Thanks for 10 years on YouTube. Yeah, this is I always find this pretty funny here. 10 years on YouTube and the giant like black covered content back up the giant YT annotation MLP beta. Talking about Activision Publishing Incorporated. So the video I posted like for 10 years about on YouTube, it was taken off there. Yeah. So like DirectX Max Rampage, your video redemption single player trailer and movie 3. Yeah, I don't have anything from it. I would love to get it to get an email from either of them and say like here, what's called here. Yeah, I don't have any mail from any of them here. Let's see here. Nope, nothing. I would love one. Just like I would be it would be so cool if I had people who genuinely would watch like the content here, and it would be lovely. But I'm not the most famous streamer of all time. It would be cool. That's what I'm gonna say about that. It would be cool to make the video, which I worked hard on, and make something of it. Like the Battlefield series tribute, worked hard on a thing. And see like Call of Duty 2, like Red One retrospective trailer. I don't think that's gonna do okay. The only thing I'm happy for is 15 years ago today, Call of Duty 3 released, which is going to release in November and has all the cutscenes, all that stuff. But we'll see if that doesn't do well at all. But Bravo 6 was a meme I made back in 2019 and I forgot about posting until today, as of yesterday. And it's absolutely fine if people dislike it because, no, it's not for everybody. But I'm pretty excited for the Battlefield series tribute, and let's see if Battlefield has made this stuff here. It is funny that there is still no word from Battlefield on this. They should release it soon, but I don't think well. But in any case, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the weekend. And tomorrow on Memorial Day, I'm probably going to be doing something other than streaming. But it's going to be pretty good, and hope you guys have a great day, and hope to see you again soon.